in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
Chase.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Steeler. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first and 10 is Conner. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
On the carry.
The numbers there for Conner in last week's game. 18 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
A former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it.
On the coverage.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Screen pass to Conner. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Right back to Dobbins on first.
J.K. Dobbins.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
J.K. Dobbins, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Jackson's pass.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll run for it with Hill. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Hill, the ball
a big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
A gain of 5. And the Ravens first down.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Gets this one to Hill. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Complete.
12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Right at the 40. To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen to Hill. And he'll lose lose yardage here, back at the 47. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with second down coming up. Jackson from the shotgun. Quick slant to Brown. 20! And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Again, Jackson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Devin Bush charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on second down.
On second down, it's Hill. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Third and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip.
Steelers, nothing.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on that.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards that time for number 19. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Johnson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. On the counter, it's Connor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Out of of the gun now on third down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Back to throw here. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up first and 10 at their own 42. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Steelers. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Brings up second and 3 at the Ravens' 22-yard line.
To the right side to Eric Ebron. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And now it's second down.
Marcus Peters on the coverage.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find it.
So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Makes the score Steelers 10. Ravens.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First down, Ravens.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
The 46-yard line.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And Jackson throwing once more. He's going to take another shot here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on 24-yard line.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down, Baltimore.
Jackson on 1st down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And the Raven first down.
Here's Dobbins. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson caught right side at Snead. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Here's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. 7 yards the pickup there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Yardage here, knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This time, Jackson will throw it. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
An 8-yard pickup.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. From the gun, Jackson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
A gain of 7.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Ebron caught left side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. And I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
This is caught.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
So now the Steelers down by 7, just under 2 minutes to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Short little throw to Ebron. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Eric Ebron. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Ravens offense back out there. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some
I
gambles.
say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Jackson.
7-yard line.
On the crossing route, complete. It's Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
And a Raven first down.
Here's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Steelers.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Baltimore, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers.